Well, and we're back. Hope you had a good break. I am here now in Bentonville, Arkansas. That is the home of Walmart and the home of Dave and Jen from HGTV. We're about to take a tour somewhere in the next hour of those wonderful things here in Bentonville. But beautiful town. It's a little breezy. I'm out back of our Aunt Barb's house, and a little breezy, and this camera might blow over. I've done everything I can to station it. But anyway, what do we do with Ecclesiastes? First of all, what are Solomon's conclusions? He studied all of these issues, all of these possibilities about what might bring meaning to life that he seems to have lost, seems to be struggling with, and came up empty. Came up with vanity of vanities, all this vanity. It's smoke. It's you can't grasp it. Can't get a handle on it. All right, even wisdom. But he did have some conclusions throughout the book, and let me share a few of those with you. Chapter 2, verse 24, there's nothing better for a man than to eat and drink and tell himself that his labor is good. This also I have seen is from the hand of God. For who can eat and who can have enjoyment without him? What he's saying is that if God is the center of what you're doing, just enjoy it. All right? If you know that God is at the center of your life, he has placed you where he has placed you, and enjoy it. Same with chapter 3, verse 22, chapter 9, verses 7 and 9, similar message. Chapter 3, verse 12, I know there's nothing better than for them to rejoice and to do good in one's lifetime. Also, chapter 8, verse 12, similar thought. Another actually. But the context seems to be, listen to God and honor him instead of getting caught up in super spiritual things, overlooking or looking too hard for things. Just enjoy the relationship with God that you have. There's even one of his conclusions involves some political wisdom. Chapter 10, verse 2, a wise man's heart directs him toward the right, but the foolish man's heart directs him toward the left. Do with that as you will. Anyway, even as Solomon struggled and led astray by his own excesses, he shared wisdom. And that's just an overview, but I think a deeper look will bring deeper rewards. I have a couple suggestions. What do I do with that? And one is, there is just a brilliant series, chapter by chapter sermon series done by Pastor Gary Hamrick of Cornerstone Church in Leesburg, Virginia. You can put that on YouTube. Gary Hamrick, Hamrick, in Leesburg, Virginia, does a chapter by chapter study of Ecclesiastes, and I think it's just brilliant and extremely helpful. My suggestion is to find a few guys that have similar interest. Just ask somebody, and it doesn't have to be believers. This is a great opportunity to ask neighbors and friends. I would certainly do it with family members, including wives. There's nothing, male or female about this. But gather a group of people and watch one a week. You have 13 of them. Watch one a week and chat about it. All right, their sermons. They're about 25 minutes. Watch one a week and talk about what you gain from that, or what do you do with what you just heard. Very simple, but I'm telling you, you will gain so much out of that, and it's a great opportunity to start a small group and develop some closer relationships. For here and now, I'm suggesting get into groups of 4 to 6, and your questions are these. What was the prime of your life? Describe it briefly so that all can share, but what was the prime of your life, right? And secondly, what, if anything, is missing now in your life? What do you not have or have a handle on that you did earlier? Gives you a great opportunity to pray for one another. Ecclesiastes is just a brilliant book, and Solomon, of course, is a brilliant man. And I hope that you've gained from this look at it. Some people just never look for meaning at all, never look for meaning in life, just aren't that deep, aren't that concerned. But there'll be a time when everyone does. There'll be a time, for instance, in our 55 and over community, the ambulances go in and out all of the time. The moving van brings them in, the ambulance takes them out. There are about 20,000 in our community, but there's always someone who is being brought face to face with the meaning of life questions. They've been given a diagnosis of illness, or someone close to them has, and the things they never thought of, they are somewhat forced to look at. That will bring that question to mind, and if that hasn't come to you yet, it will. It's good to have those things down and handled and well conceptualized, and have your faith strong, and have the Lord at the center of it before that happens rather than after. But you will also, it also gives you opportunity for those who just seem to have no relationship with Christ. They will begin thinking about spiritual things. I guarantee you, when that happens, those are the opportunities that Denny and I look for in our neighborhood, and in our community, even in our pickleball group. Suddenly someone will have to come face to face with those issues, and it will open doors for conversation. So I pray that for you. I pray that you'll have that opportunity, but it will help you a lot if you have those questions settled for yourself. If you look at them maybe for the first time and settle some of those issues for yourself, and put God at the center of them. God bless you guys, and I will see you next week.